So I got a jar of honey and I got a bottle of honey. I don't know which one to use.
Well, what are you using it for?
It's for a top 10 sexy honey video. I was gonna smear this all over my body, make it look all hot and sexy.
Oh, please, but just put a shirt on.
That is rude. Woman, you are a mood killer. Jeez, can't believe that woman. So this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bash and you like this type of content, someone who's sarcastic, laid back, and really does not take himself, this channel, or this hobby too seriously, trust me, what you just witnessed is not normal for this channel. So if you like that type of material, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So, I don't even know if this one has been done before, but I'm trying to be a little bit more original. But let's get this list started. Fragrance number 1. Hugo Boss Silk in Jasmine. Man, I think I plugged this one like 5 years ago. So this was originally from the collection line. Well, it is from the collection line, but it used to be luxury. So it used to be from like their exclusives, I believe, but at the time these were going for like 200 bucks. You can get these for like $100 or less. So the notes of this one are honey, jasmine, vanilla, and cloves. So that's what you pretty much get. It's mostly jasmine, vanilla, and honey. There is a little bit of the cloves, but not a whole lot. It's been a really long time since I smelled this one, but from what I remember, it was really unisex. It was actually quite feminine. It dipped into feminine territory a little bit more than the masculine territory. I would say that this is probably like more so like 60, 65 to 30, 35 when it comes to feminine to masculine, but it's a great smelling fragrance that it really is very smooth, sweet, and silky. Fragrance number 2, this one really had to make the list, and because it's Kilian, we all know what that is, Back to Black. So you get honey, tobacco, you get cherry, vanilla, almond, saffron, and olibanum. It's been a long time since I smelled this one, but what I do remember is that I got tobacco, lots of smooth, silky honey with some vanilla. This is a unisex fragrance that I find kind of dips a little bit more so into masculine territory than feminine territory, but not by much. But I would say that this is 55 to 60 to 40 to 45 when it comes to the men to women. So this fragrance here, it's Kilian. It's, you know, with Kilian, it's going to come with a price tag, and that it's more than likely going to smell really good, but they are definitely of quality. So we go on to scent number 3. Sorry for all you Jamaican people out there if I offended you, but scent number 3 is going to be MontBlanc Emblem Absolu. So you get pear, honey, lavender, you get fruits, patchouli, and mandarin. So you definitely get lots of pear, honey, and lavender along with that fruity component. This is quite unique. And when it comes to MontBlanc Emblem Absolu, I'm thinking that this is going to be dark, heavy, rich. It is rich in like the honey and like the sweet components, but it's not sickly sweet. It's not overly sweet, but I thought that you would have some tobacco or like some cinnamon, something dark into this one. But this, I find it that even though it's considered masculine, I think that the ladies can wear this as well. Scent number 4, and 4. This is one of my personal favorites in my collection. Ralph Lauren Polo Supreme Leather. So you get tonka bean leather, you get honey, nutmeg, and saffron, and I think that there's one other note. I think it's mandarin or some sort of citrus. Oh my goodness. So you get a sweet, silky, smooth honey. You get more of a suede type of leather along with the tonka bean. This is a gentleman's fragrance for an older guy, but a younger guy who has an older personality and an older soul can pull this one off quite easily. This is not your brochacho, your bromy type of fragrance at all. You can dress it down to something like this, to something that's quite formal. Great underrated scent from Ralph Lauren. Fragrance number 5. This one certainly had to make the list. Cartier L'Envol EDP, or Cartier L'Envol EDP. So you get honey, iris, you get gaiac wood, musk, amberwood, and patchouli. Now this one here, there are 2 types. You got the EDT, which is not as potent and as deep and rich. Then you have the eau de parfum, which is this one here. Now the EDT is more of a spring and fall, while the Eau de Parfum is fall and winter. But from what I remember, you get a very silky, sweet, smooth honey with the iris, a bit of a powdery iris and some woods. Like when I smelled this one, and it was a little while ago, I wasn't overly crazy about it. But as I started to wear the sample a little bit more, I'm like, this is actually quite nice, and I believe it's unisex. Fragrance number 6, Roberto Cavalli Uomo. Now this is the first of many when it comes to the Uomo line for Roberto Cavalli. They're just Cavalli fragrances, they're not bad, but their Uomo line is a massive step up. And these are very inexpensive. These are like $30 or less, like $30 to $35 Canadian. So that's $20 to $25 USD. You're getting a lot of quality when it comes to each and every Uomo scent. But with this one, you get violet leaf, saffron, honey, tonka, lavender, and there's some woods in this one. Very silky, smooth honey. You get the lavender, you get the violet leaf. This one has some depth to it. You could dress it down to dressing it up. Very elegant, formal. This is a gentleman's scent. Fragrance number 7, unfortunately, I'm not sure if this one is discontinued or not. It was a blind buy for me, and I saw it off Kevin Samuel's channel. You know, I believe that he was the first one to plug this one in. Calvin Klein Euphoria Amber Gold. So with this one you get amber, honey, incense, you get leather, cypress, jasmine, thyme, and so on. You get the amber, you get the incense, you get the honey, and you also get a little bit of the floral components to this one. This is a gentleman's fragrance. Now the Euphoria line I find is more so for the younger demographics, but this really has an older gentleman vibe to it. This is a gentleman's fragrance, not a brochacho, a bromy, a douchebag type of fragrance. Not one bit. This is formal, this is class, this is elegance, this is maturity. If you're a younger man, let's say 25, and you're definitely an older soul, I could see you pulling this one off very well. But for me, this is more so of a 40-year-old and up. That incense, that honey, and that amber really do give it an older, mature vibe. Gentlemen through and through. If the notes interest you and you can find it for a good price, just blind buy it. You know, it's a gamble, but for me, it was money well spent. Scent number 8 is going to be Hermes Ambre Narguile. So with this one, you get cinnamon, honey, rum, you get caramel, vanilla, and ladamum. This is through and through a unisex scent. This is a fragrance where you could dress it like this to something that's quite formal, like to something that's tuxedo-ish. It is unisex, so the ladies can wear this quite easily, along with the men. But with this one, you definitely get a creamy, silky honey. You get the cinnamon, you get the rum. This is a gourmand scent. I'm not big into gourmands, but this one is just mwah. If you could get this for a good price, because this is from the Hermes luxury line, oh, and they do come with a price tag, but for me this is just gorgeous. Is it money worth spending? For me, I'm not too sure. This one is a little too expensive for my blood. That's why I really enjoyed the sample, but eventually we'll see. Fragrance number 9, this is either niche, but some people will say that this is designer. I can understand where you're coming from on both ends of the spectrum, but this is Bond number 9 Manhattan. So you get chocolate, plum, honey, you get beeswax, gingerbread, peach, and vanilla. When I first smelled this one, I was like, this is not for me. And this was a blind buy. I think I spent $140, $150 Canadian. This was very feminine on my skin. It still is a little bit with that, the fruity nuance, the honey, and the chocolate. There's certainly some florals to this one, and I find it's because of the florals and the fruity nuance that it really does give it that feminine touch. This is for someone who is really comfortable in his skin. This is a daring fragrance for me because I'm still not quite comfortable pulling this one off, to be honest with you. But there's certainly quality to this one. It smells rich, it smells expensive. It is expensive, it's Bond number 9, but a lot of people do complain that Bond is not worth like the $300 price tag that they charge a lot of their fragrances for. If you could find this for a good price tag and you like it, jump on it. In fragrance number 10, this is gonna be an honorary mention because I haven't smelled this one. I didn't even know that it was coming out until Victor Wong himself posted on my Facebook because I was asking for some recommendations when it comes to best honey-based fragrances. So if you know Victor, then you know it's from that brand of Zoologists, and that is Zoologists Bee. So I've never smelled this one, but from what I read, this is incredibly natural. But you get beeswax, mimosa, you get benzoin, vanilla, heliotrope, broom, and ginger. With some of these notes, and for me, I'm pretty sure that's gonna dive more so into feminine territory, but I just wanna get my nose on it, you know, because of Victor is incredible when it comes to the artistry of his brand. Just the details, the artistry, the presentation, brilliant. I've said this on camera before, and I said it to Victor. You know, even though that many of his fragrances are not for me because they're very challenging and very artsy-fartsy, he is the best when it comes to artisticness, for really pushing the envelope. But I could see this one doing extremely well because it sounds more up my alley than, let's say, T-Rex, Rhino. This one I don't think is masculine by any means, but I gotta get my nose on it. So guys, that is my top 10 honey fragrances, really 9 including one honorary mention. But any videos that I've done on these will be down in the description below. So guys, I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.